Canada has long been admired for its beauty, multiculturalism, and opportunities. But beneath the surface of this dream lies a pressing question. Can people truly afford to live here, especially newcomers and those already feeling the financial strain? Today, we'll unpack this critical issue by examining the factors that make life in Canada increasingly expensive. We'll dive into housing, wages, inflation, and immigrant-specific challenges, while offering insights into what the future holds. Let's find out if Canada is really for you, and whether it's sustainable to continue living here. Housing in Canada has become a defining issue in the affordability debate, the high cost of home ownership. Cities like Toronto and Vancouver are infamous for their exorbitant housing prices, with the average home costing over $1 million. Even smaller cities are catching up, leaving fewer affordable options across the country. The rental market. A one-bedroom apartment in major cities can cost upwards of $2,000 a month. Newcomers are particularly affected because they often lack credit history, making it harder to secure a lease. Why are prices so high? Population growth, largely driven by immigration, has spiked demand for housing. Delays in construction and restrictive zoning laws exacerbate the shortage. The impact on individuals. Many Canadians spend over 50% of their income on housing, well above the recommended 30%. Immigrants often have to settle in suboptimal housing far from job opportunities. Takeaway housing costs are a significant barrier to affordability, and for many, this creates stress and difficult decisions about where to live and how to budget. While housing prices soar, wages have failed to keep pace. The wage inflation gap. Over the last decade, wages have grown modestly, but inflation has made basic necessities, food, energy, and transportation, far more expensive. Many households find their purchasing power shrinking year over year. The immigrant experience. Immigrants often face underemployment. Despite being highly skilled, they end up working in lower-paying jobs due to credential recognition issues or limited local experience. This makes it even harder for them to cover high living costs, let alone save for the future. A reality check. A family earning a middle-class income might struggle to cover monthly expenses, including rent or mortgage, groceries, and childcare. Takeaway. Without meaningful wage growth, Canadians are increasingly stretched thin, particularly immigrants navigating barriers to career advancement. Inflation is a significant, if less visible, contributor to the affordability crisis. Everyday essentials are more expensive. Food costs. Grocery prices have risen dramatically, with staples like bread, vegetables, and meat becoming less affordable. Energy costs. Heating, electricity, and gasoline have seen sharp price hikes, particularly in recent years. The pandemic and global instability COVID-19 disrupted supply chains, driving up costs worldwide. Add to this the impact of global conflicts, and Canadians are now paying more for imported goods and services. Who feels it most? Low and middle-income households are disproportionately affected, since a larger share of their income goes to basic needs. Immigrants often have fewer financial safety nets, magnifying the impact of inflation. Takeaway. Inflation may not be as headline-grabbing as housing prices, but its cumulative effect on everyday expenses is undeniable. Immigrants face unique hurdles that compound the general affordability issues. Moving to Canada involves expenses like housing deposits, transportation, and professional certifications, which can deplete savings quickly. Many newcomers take months or years to secure jobs that match their skills, forcing them to take lower-paying work in the interim. Without established family or community networks, many immigrants must navigate these challenges alone, making the process more daunting. Immigrants often need to work harder and longer to achieve financial stability in Canada. Canada's household debt crisis is significant, with one of the highest levels of household debt globally, largely driven by mortgages, car loans, and credit cards. As interest rates increase, so do monthly payments on variable-rate mortgages and other debts. Many Canadians find themselves spending more on debt repayment, leaving less for essentials. High debt levels can lead to financial stress, reduced savings, and limited ability to invest in the future. Borrowing is becoming more expensive, further straining household budgets. Despite these challenges, Canada still has its advantages. The government is investing in affordable housing initiatives, though progress is slow. Immigrant-focused programs are expanding to help newcomers integrate into the workforce more effectively. Canada offers strong social programs such as universal healthcare and child benefits, which can alleviate some financial pressures. For those who can weather the initial challenges, Canada remains a land of opportunity. Education, safety, and quality of life are among the best globally. While Canada presents challenges, it also offers opportunities for those who can adapt and plan strategically. Is Canada for you? It depends on your financial goals, adaptability, and willingness to face the challenges we've discussed today. Affording Canada isn't easy, especially in today's economic climate, but for many, the opportunities still outweigh the struggles. The key is to be informed, realistic, and prepared for what lies ahead. Whether you choose to stay or consider other options, the most important thing is finding a place where you can thrive, not just survive.